Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
Hey, everybody, welcome in. Time now is 7:36 on a thankful Thursday. Happy Thursday. And we are so glad that you are with us here on another edition of Good Morning Huntsville. Always a joy, a privilege, and honor to be able to chat with you for a little while here on episode number 717. I knew it was something, so I was like enunciating this. Hey, we're so happy that you're here on this National Burrito Day. It is my favorite day, and boy, I love a good burrito. What about you? Joshua Mashi with us this morning. Josh, what's going on, man?
I saw a video last night about you can get free burritos from Chipotle.
Oh, man, those are expensive too, man.
Yeah, they're like $10.
So you just show up and you get a free burrito today?
That's, I don't know. I'm going to look it up right now and see if it was real or not.
Yeah, I hope it's not one of those internet rumors, fake news. We don't need any of that.
Well, I thought Burrito Day was yesterday, and so I was like, I'm not going to save the video if it was yesterday, but I wish I did.
Well, we hope. There's a lot of places. Yeah, I'm seeing some stuff here, but I don't know. Joshua Mashi will Oh, wait. What is it? Oh, it's one of those BOGO. I knew it, dude. I knew it.
Hey, but you get, like, you can go with someone and you can get half off.
No, good idea. Okay, There you go. Or you, even better, you could go with someone and get them all hyped up about it. Man, I can't wait to go. It's Burrito Day, man. Let's go. Get them all excited about it. And then get them to drive. And then, because you have to pre-plan this, okay?
Yeah.
Get them to drive. And then whenever you get there and you go to pay, start like patting your pockets and be like, oh, bro.
I forgot my wallet.
Man, I forgot my wallet. Can you get me today? And then boom, then there is no half burrito. It's free for you. See, I was thinking ahead.
Yeah, but it feels like you're betraying your buddies, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like you're sharing God's love. We were talking about that last night with the kids. That would not be sharing God's love.
Yeah, lie to them and tell them, I don't have my wallet.
Funny story. Back in the day, a friend of mine was really good friends with Tony Parker and his family from the San Antonio Spurs. He was their ticket sales guy. And he's still there. He's been with San Antonio for many, many years. And through that relation, I got to know the guy because I used to have season tickets, half season. I don't want to sound like I'm some big time, you know. It was like little cheap season tickets. But it was still cool. It was back when things were affordable. And I would use them as marketing for my IT company that I used to have in Georgetown. And so I would get these like half season tickets. And the pricing, like I said, was very reasonable. We were 30 rows off the corner baseline. It was actually a really good seat. And I had 2 seats. And long story short, Spurs were doing really good. They're doing good right now, by the way. I'll talk about that in a little bit. They are just rolling. But they were doing really good back in like 2011, 12, 13. That's when they won another championship. And so when they would get to the NBA Finals or even the playoffs, I mean, it was known that it was just expected they were going to go to the playoffs. I would sell some of my tickets and it would pay for the other part of the season. So it was actually a really good deal. But through that relationship, I got to know Tony Parker's dad a little bit. And then another friend of mine sold tickets for the Spurs minor league team, which used to be the Austin Toros. Now, I want to get your feedback on this, Josh. They renamed the Austin Toros to the Austin Spurs. I didn't know how I felt about that because I was like, well, San Antonio's kind of the Spurs. And even though it was their D League, now they call it the G League, Gatorade League. I just didn't know how I felt about that. And as time went on, I thought it was kind of cool, but I had an Austin Spurs shirt because this is another really cool story. I'm going to get back to Mr. Parker in a minute. I had floor seats, seat A1 and A2 to the Austin Spurs. Dude, my seats, I do have to brag. I don't ever brag about that. I've got to brag about this because it was cool. Those seats were A1 and A2 right next to the bench. And so I got to know some of the players a little bit. And because we were sitting right there, and those seats were cheap. I mean, I don't want to sound like I had all this exorbitant resources, but those seats were pretty cheap. And so I had A1 and A2, so I got to know the players. Well, I got to know a guy named Alan. Well, Alan knew the guy in San Antonio that was also the season ticket salesman there. And so long story short is Mr. Parker would come to Austin. And there was a few times that we went out to eat, and Alan had said, hey, Mr. Parker's coming to town, come out to eat with us. And so I'd go out to eat. I am not joking, okay? Your son is an NBA Hall of Famer. And sadly, Mr. Parker passed away last year unexpectedly. But he would come, and there was distinctively a time that I remember where we go out to eat. And we go to pay for the meal. And he goes, I'm very sorry, guys. I must have forgotten my wallet. And here's a guy wearing an Armani suit. We were just talking about it's Burrito Day. Pastor here with us. Yeah,
wonderful.
Burrito Day here. And we were talking about a free burrito, but it's one of those buy one, get one.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not really free. And so the precursor to this, Pastor, was that you go with your buddy and you ask him to drive. Because Josh said, well, it's half off. And I said, well, no, let's think about this. You ask your buddy to drive, and whenever you get there and you go to pay for it, you start patting your pocket and be like, oh, man, I'm sorry, I forgot my wallet. And then the burrito is now free for you.
You got the free one. He got the paid one. You got the free one.
So see, it makes sense, right?
Yeah. Where's that at?
Chipotle today is a
Chipotle.
BOGO. BOGO is the one today. So that is how things are how things are adding up. But yeah, so we were just sharing the story about how Mr. Parker would come to town, and it actually happened twice where we went out and his French American accent, he goes, I'm so sorry, guys, I must have forgotten my wallet. So anyways, don't forget your wallet, and do not, what did you say, Josh? I like don't be deceitful to your buddy.
Yeah.
Because that is not, Pastor Jason, as we were studying last night, showing God's love. That is definitely not showing the Lord's love.
That's right.
So, well, hey, we are rolling today. We've got a great show. We're going to stay on the FM through the second segment as well. We've got a great friend here, Samantha from Texas AgriLife, joining us in just a few moments, and she's going to be talking about some important events coming up. And we're so excited that you're here hanging out with us here on this Thankful Thursday. Pastor Jason with us. Man, a great Wednesday night life last night, Pastor.
Yeah, we had a lot of people here, and it was a great time to just remind the kids what Easter is all about. We spent a lesson just going over that last week of Jesus' life, the events that led up to the cross, and then, of course, the resurrection.
I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Because you know how I ping pong. You a ping pong guy?
Yeah, I do like ping pong.
I haven't played it in a long time. Do y'all have a table?
We bought the kids a table for Christmas a couple of years ago. My mom did, and they got really into it for about 6 months, and they played it all the time. They had big competitions and everything, but they haven't played it in a while.
Did they put it up against a wall and then have the bedpan behind it like Forrest Gump?
No. They didn't do that. They were constantly looking for me to play because they could beat me.
Every time I think of ping pong, I think of that scene.
Yeah.
With Forrest Gump, and he has that bedpan. He's like ding, 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 and they're just bouncing around.
Yeah, I remember that.
I do have to ask you, coming up here on April the 10th, are we still planning on? I texted you a while back.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big game.
Well,
The implications aren't really anything.
yeah, because you have one team. He's talking about the Spurs and the Mavericks that'll be playing on April the 10th, and I'm a Mavericks fan, and of course we all know that Rob's a big Spurs fan.
Who defeated the Golden State Warriors last night? Victor Wembanyama, another 40-point performance. Unbelievable.
So I watched the beginning of that game, Rob, and I mean it was like 17-3, just like that. I mean it was ridiculous. It was 10-0 for a long time, and he had already had like almost a double-double in the first quarter.
I think the NBA is going to have to change some rules and start banning guys like him because he's so dominant.
Have you seen the pick and roll that they do? It literally is a pick and roll alley-oop. He just throws it up there, and nobody else can even get it nearly as
From
high.
the free throw line.
Yeah, he's just boom. It's just like playing with kids or something. But anyway, we were going to watch that game together. But the Mavericks' main goal now is to lose out, and of course,
That's the way to do it.
San Antonio's main goal is to win out, so I don't think it's going to be much of a game.
And I did want to let you know I'm not one of those. I don't know the word, like a jerk friend. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
there's some,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? That
Somebody invites you to a game, and then the whole
rub it in
time
your face.
Yeah.
That is just a jerk. I'm just going to say the word because it is, man. Do not be that way.
Yeah, I had a friend here at the church. He said that one of his friends was a big fan. He's a big fan of another college football team. Let me just put it that way. And so his friend invited him to go to the Aggie game. The Aggies were playing his team, and he said it was a mistake because his team started winning, and the other guy got really defensive or kind of the mood changed when the Aggies started losing. Let me put it that way.
Well, I'm a great friend to watch games with because I'm not that guy that, like, some of them they get like this, like, ooh, and they get their hand up in your, and man, you just want to knock their hand out of your. I've had that before, and I'm like, can you? Because I get a little competitive when with my teams.
Yeah.
But I'm also not the person that's gonna be up in your face, like, your team's terrible. That's just
it would be accurate in this case.
Going back to Wednesday night, that is not showing love. So, we're gonna do it. Well, hey, we're gonna take a break. Make sure we're gonna stay on the FM. We've got a great friend joining us this morning from Texas AgriLife, but we're gonna take a brief break. We'll stay on the FM, but do hang out on social media as well today. You can watch online at Hello Huntsville TX YouTube channel. You can also go to the Facebook channel as well and see us there. The reason I say that is because after our interview with Samantha, I want to talk about this shuttle launch.
Yeah.
Really cool. And there's just a very heart-touching story. I thought about you yesterday when I saw this astronaut and his two daughters. They were all wearing Texas A&M shirts.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that.
And I want to talk about that. So stay with us. Samantha coming up next. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville here on a Thankful Thursday. All right, time now is 7:52. I deliberately came back before 7:57. I've been giving Boeing a lot of credit, saying, but it's Boeing 7:57 a.m. And I got to be careful about that, Jason. You know, it'd be nice if they would underwrite the show.
Yeah, they should.
Hey, well, welcome back, everybody. A little bit overcast today. We had some great rain and a few thunderstorms in the area, but boy, some areas around here got close to a quarter of an inch, half an inch of rain. It came very quickly. And so if you got rain yesterday, let us know how much you got. I like to talk weather every once in a while, and let us know how much rain you got. I got home yesterday late evening, and boy, the driveway still had some water running down, and I was very thankful to see that. I bought Bridget a magnolia tree 2 years ago, and I planted that thing, Jason, and it has not grown at all.
Wow.
And those leaves stay green, so I was kind of worried that maybe it died. But I've determined what it was. My saltwater system, I ran the pipe on the side of the house. Well, it goes on of grass that it just
dies.
Yeah, it doesn't like completely, but it just looks sickly. And I think it's leaking down into that tree.
Yeah, I bet that's what it is. We have a saltwater pool at the house, and I have that deal where you can backwash it, from time to time. And I had it, just going out on the side of the pool where the grass is, and it killed all the grass there. So I had to reroute it. I did that over about a month ago. I rerouted that thing so I wouldn't kill all the grass before the grass started coming back. But salt water will kill just about anything.
So, sweetheart, I'm sorry about the magnolia tree. It is still alive, and I'm going to take better care of it for you.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we are thankful to be here on Spirit 94.3 this morning. We want to hear from you. Text us and let us know you're out there, 936-339-0139. You can also comment in on the social media feeds. Hey, what an honor and joy to have our great friend, Miss Samantha Smith, rejoining us for the first time in the new studio. Welcome in, Samantha from Texas AgriLife.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. I love the new setup.
There we go. Yeah, Josh just flipped this. I told him to flip it to B or to A, and I had it wrong. So we have you flipped on now.
Oh,
so
perfect.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have you, Samantha.
Thank you so much.
Samantha's from Texas AgriLife. Tell us a little bit about just kind of your role there, and let us know what you've been up to.
Yeah. So I am the Family and Community Health County Extension Agent here in Walker County. So I kind of do a lot of things. My main focuses are like health and healthy food prep and all of that. So that's kind of why I'm here, to kind of advertise one of my events that we have coming up, Walk Across Texas.
See, you're here. She's here, Jason, for a very specific reason, because I got on the scale this morning. Maybe it's because I've been wearing black lately, but like Margaret told me and Molly told me, and I don't know, was it you too, Josh? Somebody had told me that boy, it looks like you've been losing weight.
There you go.
I am not. I'm back up to the heaviest that I have been in 10 years.
Well, Rob, we have a healthy food prep.
Yes.
She's going to tell you how to prep your McDonald's hamburgers and
It's all about moderation.
about reheating and how that works.
Yeah.
For me and you both.
Yes, we're glad you're here today. So this is a sign that I need to start actually really paying attention again. But Samantha, tell us what's going on with the Walk Across Texas. This is really cool.
Yeah. So Walk Across Texas is a statewide initiative. Kind of anyone can do it at any time, but I'm specifically doing a challenge here in Walker County. It's an 8-week physical activity program for adults. And I know it sounds like Walk Across Texas, all you can do is walk, but that is on the contrary. I mean, we do encourage you getting your miles in and getting your steps in, but you can also do other forms of physical activity, and your activity minutes will transfer into miles.
Oh, cool.
So Walk Across Texas, you and a team you have an 8-person team. So you plus 7 people can join a team, and you're competing against other people in your community. Just trying to get the most miles in and try to beat out the competition,
Dude, I'm kind of feeling an FBC challenge here.
I really
Pastor
think y'all
Jason.
should.
Yeah, definitely.
I need to more than walk across. I need to walk across the country for a while. But this is a good start. This sounds really, really fun.
Yeah, no, it really is. I'm having 2 different leagues. So I'm doing a countywide community league. So really, there's a team captain. So that's the person who's going to create your team. That's the person who's going to kind of head it up. and then they'll have 7 team members. So really I'm wanting my team captains to be from Walker County, but some people may be new to the county and they may not know people here yet. So if they want to invite people from other places, say their sister lives in Montgomery County, they can. I'm not going to say no. You can't. You don't live in Walker County. You can't be healthy.
That's too bougie over there. Y'all can't come.
No. So we're really just trying to get people involved and people going. This is the first year in a while that we've done Walk Across Texas in Walker County. So it's a building year. So I'm really just trying to get anybody and everybody involved. And you don't have to have 7 people. Like if you want to be a team of 1, you may not win, but you could be a team of 1. But that's okay. But anyways, I'm having two leagues. I'm having a community-wide league where anybody and everybody can join, and then I'm having a Walker County employee, just county employee league. I'm really we're having an inter-county competition where I have where I have a spirit stick that's gonna jump around from office to office, just trying to get those people involved as well.
How cool is this, Jason? I mean, it just sounds like a lot of fun, and I think that's the biggest challenge with a lot of people when it comes to health is it's hard to have fun trying to be healthy. This is a way that people can have a lot of fun and be healthy at the same time.
Yeah, getting active, get out and do something. Walking is a great start.
Mm-hmm. And really, I know that like everyone pretty much has like a smartwatch or they have a smartphone of some sort, and both of those things track your steps. So if maybe one day you are like, I'm so tired, I do not feel like walking, I do not feel like working out, you can just track your steps from the day that you've normally taken. You don't have to do anything special. So on your watch, it'll show you, oh, you've taken 3,000 steps today or however many steps. And I think they equivalent like 2,500 or some number close to that to being 1 mile. And so if for whatever reason you don't feel, you can still log those steps.
I learned, Jason, if I move my arm like this,
oh, that's cheating.
So you could literally just kind of Netflix and chill and go like this.
But I will say I have not.
Samantha's getting angry. She's like, do not do that.
Well, I will say, so you know how your watch notifies you if you haven't stood up in an hour.
Yeah.
If you do that too, it'll recognize you standing up.
Don't worry, we will not be cheating. We're going to do this the right way. How can folks sign up? Where do you go? What do you do? How do you put together the teams? Those kind of things.
Yeah, so we have a couple of different posts about it on our Facebook page. So AgriLife Extension, Walker County's Facebook page, where it has like the link and all of that. But if you don't have Facebook or anything like that, you can go to howdyhealth.tamu, so tamu.edu. And that is the homepage. You'll log in, you'll create a login, and then you'll click on the Walk Across Texas dashboard button.
So you have to click register and register an account on this website.
Yeah, so if you don't already have one, you'll register for an account, and then you'll go to the Walk Across Texas dashboard button, and if you are going to be team captain, you're going to press create a team. From there, you're going to toggle on the yes, I want to join a league toggle switch, and then you'll type in the correct league code. So if you're joining the community league, you'd type in the community league code. That it's a long number.
Where do you get those? Are those codes on the website?
Yeah, so I have a flyer on the website. There's a couple flyers around town. Or like I said, they can reach out to me directly, and I can physically send them an invitation to their email, asking them to join this league. So that may be kind of the easier option for some people.
Yeah.
But it's really just whatever someone's preference is. If they want to just go in and type in this code themselves, if they find the flyer, or I can physically send them an invitation.
Yeah, let me put. I'm going to put your email address here in the comments. What is that email address?
Samantha.smith@ag.tamu.edu.
Perfect. I just put that there in the comments for folks, as well as the howdyhealth.tamu.edu. And Jason, I'm really excited. I really do want to do this.
Yeah, no, we all should. And it's a way to get exercise and get out there and be more active. I think everybody needs to be involved in this.
Yeah, and so I'm also offering kind of like a walking community here at the church. So on Tuesdays, we're having like a lunchtime. I called it Tuesday Midday Miles. And so from 12 to 1, we'll be here at the indoor track at the Community Life Center here.
Family Life Center.
Family Life Center, yes. And we'll be walking, and you can come for 10 minutes, you can come for the whole hour, but it's just a community. So that way, if you don't want to walk by yourself, or maybe it gives you a little bit of motivation, we're just starting with 1 day a week on Tuesdays. But once you join Walk Across Texas, I'll be sure to send out more information on that.
So come on over and walk with us on Tuesdays at noon, right?
Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of people, so this actually, it's Walk Across Texas is going to start on Monday the 6th. So that's when our challenge starts. But they do give a little leadway. So if you're trying to find a team, like, go ahead and make your team. Go ahead and start your team, become a team captain, and you have 10 days after the start date to add people to your team.
Okay.
So after
you got
10
a little leeway.
Yeah, so after 10 days, you can't add anybody else, but you do have 10. So if maybe you're trying to recruit people and you're like, oh, I don't know, but go ahead and create your team. If for whatever reason you only have 4 people on your team, you have 4 people on your team. If you have 1 person on your team, that's okay. But you have 10 days to add people to your team after our start date. So you'd have up until April 16th.
Awesome. I'm being 100% honest. Like, I needed this morning, Jason. I really did. I was thinking about, as I stepped on that scale, I was like, whoa. And I know I joke about the McDonald's, but it's became like a bad thing because it's so cheap and quick.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a
The
tax.
convenience.
Yeah, the convenience is basically
Yeah.
a tax on people that don't have time or don't have the money to buy something more affordable or better for you.
And now you can you don't even have to leave your house. You can just DoorDash it to your house.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, man, one of the best coaches that doesn't even realize that he may be a coach, sitting right next to us over here, Pastor Jason Bay.
I don't know. One more lap, Rob. One more lap.
Yeah. Josh, you want to do this with me, man? You want to put together a team, or you already got one going?
I don't have anyone.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Let's do it. You want to commit with me, and we're going to get a team going.
Yeah, let's get a team
All right.
going.
And the thing is, like, we don't all have to walk together. We can do
No.
it at our own time, so it's not like a taxing thing.
Yes, exactly. And that's why you're working as a team to try to get as many miles as possible. So maybe one day you don't walk as much, but he walks more. You're really just kind of, it is truly a team. It's an individual sport, but it's a team sport too.
So that means you can just tell whenever you don't feel like it, you can just make him do it for you.
But I will say, so they do want you to be well-rounded in your exercise. So you can walk 26 miles a day and you can log 26 miles a day, but it's only 10 miles is going to count towards your
See, I love this because it also bans the overachievers.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's fair to everybody.
So if you're well-rounded, this might be for you.
I was just thinking as you said that, I was like, oh, the old pair over here, ready to go.
Yeah, no, but we're really excited. I have like I said, on our Facebook page, I have the flyer, but I also have a handy, like, 1-page, like, how to sign up. So there's steps for the team captain, how the team captain signs up, and there's also steps for how the team member signs up. So if, say, for your team captain, you can just tell Pastor Jason, hey, go ahead and join my team. Here's my team code. Or you can type in his email and it'll send him an invite saying, hey, create a profile, join my team.
I kind of want to empower and release Josh or somebody to be the team captain.
There you go.
You have to come up with a cool team name, though.
Yeah,
Like a
you guys should
punny,
do
like,
that.
play on words.
I have a group of guys that I feel like they would want to do that.
Yes,
They
let's
would
do
join.
it. And then I'm just like make me like the 10th wheel.
There's only 8 people on the team, so 8th wheel.
You get to hold the trophy.
No, I'll just, I'm kind of that old 41-year-old fat guy that, that's like kind of struggling out there.
Nah.
Jason, you ought to do that with us too, man. That'll be fun.
Yeah, should. It'd be great.
Make multiple teams,
Yeah.
Recruit your family, recruit your friends, recruit your congregation.
There you go.
You would have to have 2 teams, Jason.
Yeah.
If you
that's
did
true.
family.
That's true.
So any exclusions on that, or is it a hard?
I think
a hard
you only get, there's only 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a hard 8. So I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Well, Samantha, real quick before we go, thank you so much. Just your energy and what you bring to this community and the great work that you do. Growing up here, and I know that you played upwards here at first. And when I was asking you, why did you think of the Family Life Center? And you mentioned because you grew up playing upwards here. That was probably a pretty cool experience, right?
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. As I mentioned earlier, it was back in the back in the time where all the girls wanted to be cheerleaders, and I was the only girl on my team. I think there was maybe one other girl in the league, but it was just us two. So I was.
That's good. That's good. You learned.
Yes, exactly, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
I truly enjoyed Upward.
You know,
go ahead,
that's a very interesting phenomenon with basketball now. I mean, I have daughters, and basketball is so big with females now. You know, play. I mean, it's always been big, but now since Caitlin Clark and many others have really made women's basketball something really people sought after, I guess.
Quick question: are you a basketball fan?
Not.
Jason knows where I'm going with this.
I like other sports better.
Okay.
But I will watch it.
What other sports do you like better?
So I'm a big college, really any college sport, but I do really enjoy watching college football, college softball. I love the fast pace of women's sports are honestly just kind of faster than men's. Softball's faster than baseball.
Softball's fun.
Volleyball is going to be faster than, I mean, with the exclusion of basketball. Basketball's fast no matter what, who's playing it. But I really enjoy just college sports, watching them because they're still trying. They're still putting out every effort they can, so that way they can move up to that next level.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Did you grow up? So did you go to school here at Huntsville? Did you go to Sam? Real quick, let's know a little bit about just your journey how you got to where you're at.
So I grew up in Huntsville, went to Huntsville High School. And then for my undergrad, I went down the road and I got my undergrad from A&M in health education. And then I came back to Huntsville and got my master's at Sam Houston in public health. But that was I started right before COVID, then COVID happened. And so it was a weird online, for everybody, weird online experience. But so I finished up there, and then I went back to College Station and I started working at the Health Science Center before I finally came back to Huntsville and started working at the extension office.
That's cool. So my question, Jason, you'll know this too, because I'm kind of new to the college scene at 41. But so do you get the ring at A&M also and at Sam Houston? Do you get a double ring, or how does that work? Did you finish at A&M or?
So I have my Aggie ring.
Okay.
So I don't know. I had an Aggie ring, so I really didn't look into the option of a Sam Houston, but I'm assuming so because I have friends who went to a different school for their undergrad and then they went to A&M and got their Aggie ring for their master's. So
I never thought about that.
Like if someone because you're getting a degree from there, you graduated from there.
Yeah.
So I would assume.
Have you ever heard of anyone doing that, like having two rings, or are you kind of loyal to one?
Oh, I'm loyal to one.
Yeah. What if you went to A&M and then you decided to go to UT and you're blinging?
Yeah, just hit rings on both hands.
You probably wouldn't be a friend of many.
No.
Well, I brought that up because it's kind of cool. They just unveiled this massive ring over at Johnson Coliseum, the Ring Plaza now that they call it. It's really cool over there at Sam Houston what they did in front of the Coliseum.
Yeah,
so.
I saw pictures of that. That was really cool. I didn't realize that they were even planning on doing that.
Yeah, it just happened one day, kind of
showed up.
Kind of like the ballroom at the White House. It kind of just happened, That's a whole nother story because that has been put on hold now by a federal judge. But anyways, any final comments, Samantha? Thank you for hanging out. Such a privilege. Always great to have you here, and we want to welcome you in. And by the way, on the radio today too, on our new station 94.3, this is going out over the radio too. So it's good to have you.
Perfect. Yes. No. Honestly, I just really look forward to seeing all of your names on my my enroll, I guess, my roster, and I hope to see your names on the leaderboard. And if anybody has any questions about Walk Across Texas, or really just any questions in general about signing up or anything, feel free to call, email. Our phone number is 936-435-2426. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm happy to shoot you over the link to sign up, so that way you're not trying to type in this long number into the code box. But I'm really looking forward to it being a successful Walk Across Texas event.
What's that number one more time? I'm going to put it in the comments here.
936-435-2426.
2426. I see our president and CEO of the Huntsville Walker County Chamber joining us, Pastor Jason Brandolini.
Chamber should make a team.
Well, I'm going to challenge him right now, Brother Brandolini. get that team together, and whatever Joshua comes up with and those awesome college kids or college young adults, Jason, I don't want to say kid, whatever they come up with, we're going to directly take on the Walker County Chamber of Commerce. You ready for that, Brandolini?
And if anybody wants, we're still looking for prizes. So if anybody wants to donate, it could be a $10 gift card, a $5 gift card. We're just looking for
cool.
small little prizes to give out throughout the time, just to count and keep people motivated. So if anybody has any donations, we'd love to have them.
Awesome. Well, Jason, any final comments for Samantha? What a joy to have her here
appreciate
today.
you coming by and gig 'em.
Yeah, gig them.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break. We'll go back to music and programming here on Spirit 94.3, and Jason and I will keep you entertained. We got some discussions about the Artemis II mission and more, and Jason's got a lot prepared as well. We're excited to be here on every day is my favorite, but I really love Thursdays here with Pastor Jason, FBC. We'll take a break. We'll be back. For the rest of you, head over to social media if you're on the radio. Otherwise, we'll go back to music and programming. We'll see you a little bit later. This is Good Morning Huntsville. Stay with us.
Are you ready for a better way to bank? Join Walker County Federal Credit Union today. As a member, you'll enjoy low-cost loans, no annual fees, and easy online access. We're not just a credit union. We're a community dedicated to your financial success. Experience friendly service tailored for just you. Why wait? Join us online at walkercountyfcu.com or drop by our location at 1802 Normal Park Drive, Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, this is Braylon. You are listening to Field Radio. God bless you.
Back at it. Good morning, Huntsville. Pastor, I just wanted to tell you something real quick, if you don't mind.
All right.
Jason's one of the most humble men that I met. He doesn't like this, but I'm going to do it. And I just wanted to say thank you for all that you do for our church here at First, and just for this community. You know, I know you serve on the board with the Care Center, and man, the Lord has just worked so great in your life, and you've always complimented me and Josh and all the others. So it's our turn to compliment you this morning. And there is something special just about what the Lord is doing here at this church. And I wanted to say that. I felt like it was on my heart this morning, Jason. And man, you go 110 miles an hour. And our prayer is, you know, that the Lord continues to provide people so that you can have a little bit of respite once in a while, my friend. So thank you for all that you do, man.
Well, I appreciate that, Rob. We really have a great team. We work as a team, and it's our staff and all the people that come alongside just make this job and ministry a joy. It really is. We get to see God do some amazing things, and this past year has been just one of those years where God's just really done some great things. And I'm so thankful that a few years ago, how many years has it now been, Rob, that you've been here?
Boy, I guess October will be 3. Can you believe that?
Ever since you've been here, it's just been, God has really done a great work through you and with you. And Rob handles all of our outreach and does a tremendous job with that. Every Sunday we see more people coming in. You know, we had a huge amount of youth over here. Whenever I first started here at First Baptist, the youth ministry and the children's ministry was non-existent. I mean, we just had
and Deborah.
Yeah, our kids were it in the children's ministry, and you know, we looked at things and made some changes and lots of prayer and lots of work and. Last Wednesday, we had 57 youth here.
Wow.
And that's not counting all of our helpers. And and that's one of those ministries where God just is blessing every week. And then, of course, our college ministry. We were talking about this in our staff meeting this week. Look out there, and we have 2 or 3, 4 rows of college students that God has blessed us with. It's just been a fun time to be a part of First Baptist Church.
I wanted to give a shout out. He don't like it either, Jason, but like he's over there. Well, I'm not going to talk about you, Josh. I was going to mention somebody else. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to give a shout out to Josh and just their family. I'm so thankful for the Mashi family.
Yeah.
Josh's mom has been. She don't even know this. I've never even told her this, but she has actually been an incredible witness to me and speaking to me. And one day she pulled me aside and was talking to me, and she addressed me as Brother Rob, and she says, "You're my brother in Christ." And think about that, friends, today. Maybe that's the message today, that we're all brothers and sisters in the eyes of the Lord. We're all sons and daughters to him. And just that family has been so good to Bridget and I, and she's always asking. And when we talk about sharing the love of the Lord, that's the way to do it, is just embrace people and talk to them. And Josh, you have been incredible with our young people. As you said, Jason, you see the first 3 rows or so, of how the college ministry has grown. And there's others that are doing great work as well. But boy, I just love looking out on a Sunday morning, and I know you do too, Jason, not for us and not for this church, but for God's glory, as you see so many people. And what I love most about here at First is it's a diverse church. And I'm not knocking any other organization or church, but how many times do you walk into a service and you see just one group of people? And it's not that they've intentionally done that. It's just because maybe that's the way that things have always been. But here we're very intentional on God is for all people. And of course there's things that you preach the truth on, that you have to preach the truth on, because that's what the Bible is all about, is truth and love. But you know what? Come. If you're broken, come. If you're healthy, come. If you're sick, come. Wherever you're at in life, come. And we see that as you look upon this congregation, Jason. I love it every Sunday. People from all different nationalities, from all different backgrounds, from all different walks of faith that have came in to a relationship with Jesus Christ. Isn't it just beautiful?
It really is. That is something that we were very intentional about whenever we came, and not just me, but many others that worked alongside. At that point, it was mainly a senior adult church, mainly a senior adult white church. Let me just put it that way. And we were very intentional about the things that we did, and we explained to the people, we did a strategic plan and really looked at things. And okay, we want our church to reflect what heaven looks like. We want it to be diverse when it comes to age. We want to be diverse when it comes to economic level. We want to be diverse when it comes to race. We want our church to be a group of people from all different backgrounds, and we were intentional about that with even the people that we placed in certain places. Whether it's a door greeter or somebody on stage or somebody giving announcements, we wanted our church to reflect that diversity. And praise the Lord, we're seeing the fruits of that effort. We're seeing a diverse congregation when it comes to racially. We have people from all different countries. Lebanon. We have our piano player, she is from where, Josh? I forgot.
Brazil.
Yeah,
thank
Diane,
you.
it's awesome.
Brazil. And the university is a very diverse university. There's people from all over, multinationalities there. And Josh has done a great job at reaching out to those people on campus and sharing the love of Jesus with them. But we're beginning to see that, and that really excites me. It really excites me to see a group of people from all different age levels. From when we came, the only kids that were in the nursery were our kids, and now we see 15 babies and toddlers in the nursery each week. So, it is a great time to be a part of what God is doing here.
I just had an idea because I walked by the chapel one day, and Diane has been up here. She mentors other students. When my little girl gets old enough to learn more, I really want her to teach her. I just started thinking, boy, we ought to ask Diane to have a concert up here. That young lady is unbelievable. Her hands, on the Sunday, I don't, it's not intentional because she's awesome, but I feel like maybe it's a little bit more reserved, just with how we do worship, which is amazing here. Alan does such a tremendous job. By the way, shout out to Alan Barnes, the new athletic director at Alpha Omega Academy. Very proud of him. He's here at First as our worship leader. But I walked by the chapel, and man, she was playing some classic, because that's what I'm getting at. Let me word it that way. She's not going to play Mozart on a Sunday because that's not, worship music. She sounds like it though. I walked by the chapel and she was playing some classical pieces, and I was like, wow, we just have a gifted young lady here on that piano.
Yes. Junior also, he plays our organ, our keyboard, and he does a tremendous job too. Both of those are involved in the music department at Sam Houston State University. And Sam Houston State University has a very, very gifted music department over there, and we're fortunate to be just a couple of blocks from them, so we get a lot of the fruit of what they have done over there.
Well, Jason, I wanted to switch gears real quick and talk about something that was historic yesterday. Boy, the social media algorithms have really got things wrong right now. And this is a hot take. I don't have any hot.
Here we go. Here we go. Get ready.
But the algorithm really has gotten it wrong. And a friend of mine posted this earlier today that he had mentioned this on his Facebook page about just how the algorithm for him had gotten it wrong. And here we are in the midst of something historic that was 50 years in the making. And he posted this. He said, yesterday was a spatial kind of day. Spatial. You get where I'm going with that? And he said, and he wrote that. He said, and how sad it is that the algorithms guiding my news feed are so abysmally stupid that they don't even note it. Humans are traveling to the moon for the first time in more than half a century. That is worthy of a shout out. He posted a picture of the Artemis rocket, the largest rocket with humans aboard ever developed by any agency, including NASA, that launched yesterday just after 5:30 p.m. Central and has 4 astronauts on board that are heading to the moon. Now, I don't want to mislead people going around the moon, but even with the Apollo missions, they will travel farther than any humans have ever traveled in space flight. And you think about the children. And my little boy yesterday, as I got home and I rewatched it with him, and he was sitting and his eyes, at 2.5 were just. I said, "You want to be an astronaut, buddy?" He goes, "Yeah, Daddy." And I was like, "Daddy would love for you to be an astronaut. I'd like to be that dad that's sitting out there in the audience as the rocket goes up, and that's my boy going up." Yeah. But how cool is that, Jason? That history is unfolding right before our eyes, and what a motivation for the next generation.
It is. It's cool to see. I didn't get to catch the launch, but I was watching. I came out of my office and there was a group of people gathered around the TV outside in our hallway here, and they were all watching it. It is an exciting time to be an American, to see what we can accomplish when we all put our minds together and work for the same cause. It's pretty cool, and it was pretty cool, just like I said, just to see all those people gather around, everybody excited about what NASA and what the space program is doing. And it's been a while, since we've really seen that. Ever since they shut down the shuttle program at NASA, it's been a while since we've really seen the next step. And I'm thankful that they've reinvigorated that and got the space race going again.
I think Apollo 17 was the last one, and Jason, you and I weren't even born yet. We have not been able to witness man walking on the moon. And I think that it's so important for our generation. And I put you and I together. We're close to age, and I'm a little bit older, Jason. But I put it together though, because even for me, ever since I saw images of us back in the 60s and with JFK and his address, I've always longed to see that in my lifetime. And I remember talking to my grandmother years ago. She passed in 2021, and I said, "Nanny, I sure hope that we make it back in your lifetime." And she goes, "Me too, me too." And we were supposed to. And I won't get into the politics of it, but President Bush had a beautiful plan laid out: moon by 2020, Mars by 2030. There was budget cuts, and we all know with COVID and those kind of things that just kind of put a damper on everything. But here we are again. And what an incredible opportunity for the next generation, even for us, but even for our children and our children's children, to look up and say, "Wow, look at what we have done." And I'll say this: look at what we have done, because God has given us the gifts and the talents and the abilities to do that. It's by His glory that we're able to send those rockets up into space.
Yeah, pretty neat. And they only had one issue. Did you hear about the one problem that they had?
Was it the valve?
The toilet.
Yes, the valve. Yeah, the valve.
But it said that they got it fixed.
Yeah, so some valve that closed, and that would have been a messy situation. I did want one last comment on this, and we'll move on. I know, Jason, you've got some great stuff prepared today as well. I did want to point out Artemis 2 astronaut Reed Wiseman. He is the commander of this mission, and he is just an incredible man. His wife, Carol, he mentioned this. I watched it yesterday. His wife, Carol, died of cancer in 2020. And he had spoken about how she encouraged him to keep pursuing his career and not step away from NASA, even during her illness. I think that's why it's so important that we are with somebody who will lift us up no matter what. Mm-hmm. And here was his wife challenging him and saying, hey, I know that I'm battling this, but don't give up on what's been placed on your heart. Mm-hmm. And here's a man that was carrying this loss with him. And by the way, 2 young daughters that he has had to raise now as a single father. And what grabbed my attention about his whole story is he was standing next to his daughters, and they all had on maroon jerseys and maroon shirts that said what?
Texas A&M University.
Texas A&M, 2 daughters, Caitlin and Logan. He is a very private man. He's kept most of his details about his family private, but it is shared that obviously spending time in Texas, he came here for school for things tied to NASA. He's not originally from here. He's from Baltimore, Maryland, where he was born. He grew up in Pennsylvania and graduated from the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. But here's a man that is here, and his 2 daughters are here. And so in a way, you can say you got a little bit of Texas A&M heading up there to the moon.
Gig 'em.
Pretty cool. So
that is.
Anyways, well, Jason, what else you got for us today, man?
Well, after the break, Rob, how about I bring you some useless information, your daily dose of useless information. I have a few things. One is a backyard pool project that turned into an $800,000 gold score. Can you imagine that?
Nice.
Yeah, so there we'll have that, and we'll look at some other news articles that will maybe impact you over this Easter holiday.
Perfect. We're going to be at Jason's later today with a big bucket truck. We're going to try to find gold ourselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We'll take a break. Hey, big thank you to Elliott's Jewelers and also First Baptist Church, our foundation sponsors. Streaming brought to you in part by Huntsville Memorial Hospital. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue on. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Hi, I'm Kanan. No, listening to Barrett Radio.
All right, welcome back. It's Jason Bay here along with Rob Hipp, and today I have your daily dose of useless information, Rob. Backyard pool projects turns into an $800,000 gold score. Can you imagine? Talk about striking gold. Literally, a homeowner near Lyon, which is in France, by the way, got way more than a backyard upgrade after digging for a new swimming pool and uncovering a hidden stash of treasure worth around $800,000. Instead of dirt and rocks, the man hit 5 gold bars and a collection of coins. They were all stuffed inside plastic bags and buried on his property. The homeowner, who had only owned the home for about a year, reported the discovery to the local officials, and authorities brought in cultural experts to determine whether the find had historical significance. Now, here's the reason they had to do that. Because in France, and the law says, if the buried treasure isn't considered archaeological importance and no original owner can be identified, it belongs to whoever finds it, especially if it's in their own backyard. So it turns out the gold bars, they weren't ancient relics. Each one had a serial number that traced back to a local refinery dating just about 15 to 20 years prior. Police confirmed the stash wasn't stolen, and with no claims of ownership, the entire haul was awarded to the homeowner. As for why someone buried nearly $1 million in gold in the backyard, that mystery has maybe gone for good because the previous owner passed away before anyone could ask. So can you imagine, Rob, putting in a pool, saving up the money to put in a pool in the backyard and then digging around and finding gold bars and gold coins worth $800,000.
Can you imagine saving up the money to, like you said, to dig the pool, but then now having the money to pay for the pool?
Yeah, no kidding. So, and quite a few more things you could purchase with that.
It gives me an idea.
Yes.
You know, you can have insurance for anything now. Somebody ought to create treasure insurance.
Treasure insurance.
And I'll come up with this. We'll figure out how to legally do this. And I'll say, if you happen to find treasure, we will, we'll give you the money if the local authorities deem that you can't have it.
Yeah, we'll fight it legally.
And I'll just charge you $100 a year for treasure insurance.
There you go. That's awesome. I love the plan, Rob. Well, you may need more than $800,000 now because Americans, it says, now needs $1.46 million to retire comfortably, according to a 2026 edition of a well-known financial planning survey from Northwestern Mutual. So, Rob, keep working hard because you're going to need, according to this survey, $1.46 million to retire comfortably. You and I both may be retiring, but we're not going to be retiring comfortably.
I'd like to ask the deacons here at our church if I can just go ahead and start renting out a room now. If we have plenty of rooms, so I'd like to rent out one here.
We may be in trouble. But who's not in trouble is Apple. You know, Apple turned 50 years old yesterday. 50 years old. It seems like the company's been around a lot longer than that, but time goes by so quickly. 50 years old today with a market value of $3.7 trillion.
Which is crazy to think that NVIDIA is actually the most valued company in the world, over $4 trillion, just because of the AI. I won't go into the details, but for the $100 a month that you pay for the behind the scenes on Hello Huntsville, I'd like to encourage the people to listen. Chad and I had a great discussion about Apple Computer yesterday and their logo. So $100 a month, we'll fill you in on that.
All right, there you go. There you go. Well, speaking of computers, the Atlantic magazine says if you need a laptop, you better buy it now because electronics are getting more and more expensive and worse. It says to blame the AI boom. RAM is your device's short-term memory sticks, and right now the price of RAM is skyrocketing. From September to February, the price of a single 64 gigabyte stick of RAM went from $250 to more than $1,000. In fact, people are getting old machines and taking out the RAM in the old machines because the price of the RAM has gone up so incredibly over the last few months. And the reason this is RAM is suddenly so expensive because memory is powering the AI boom. Data centers require huge amounts to run the models that underlie AI tools such as ChatGPT and Claude. I don't know what that is. Especially as they become capable of handling more complicated tasks. This year, a group of tech giants, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, Microsoft, and Oracle, is set to collectively spend $500 billion on the AI build-out. And roughly a third of that money that they're gathering is spent on memory alone, according to the founder of SemiAnalyst, a popular semiconductor research firm. So if you're going to get a computer or a laptop, you better buy it now because the price, they say, is just going up and up and up as RAM becomes less and less accessible. You need a new computer?
No, I bought a Kickstarter, a storage device called a NAS, Network Attached Storage. They had got this project going a couple of years ago. I invested in it. And Kickstarter, by the way, if you give money, there's no guarantee that you're actually going to get what they promise. It's just Kickstarter's very clear on that too. Well, I was lucky. I ended up getting this storage device because I'm paying Google, man, upwards of $75 a month now. I said, I can't keep doing this. I need my own device at home because I have so much data. And they had to delay the second half of those shipments because of the RAM prices.
Wow.
And now they've said, hey, we'll ship it to you, but we can't include the RAM because we're going to be losing money. Thankfully, I got in early enough to where I got my unit while it still had that RAM in it. That's been a big discussion through this group right now.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw that title of that article, it shocked me because I was about to upgrade my computer in my office to buy some RAM sticks to put in it because it makes your computer run a little faster and handle the data more efficiently. But I mean, now it looks like I may be stuck with what I have because I'm not spending that much money to upgrade. Sam's Club is increasing their annual fee in May. Club membership will go from $50 a year to $60 a year, while the Plus membership rate will go from $110 a year to $120 a year. So that's just another thing going up in our world. Did you know, Rob, that 12% of people still have their best friend from elementary school? You still have your best friend from elementary school?
It's just one that tugs at my heart. No.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Just a falling out. One of those. Miss the guy. As we got older, just one of those things. And I pray every day that one day that, we'll come back into a friendship. He was like a brother to me.
Really?
He battled he went through a pretty rough patch. And we haven't spoken in a long time, but we were best friends for, my goodness, 20 plus years.
Yeah. I still know my best friend. We're friends on Facebook, but it's, time and life change happens. You don't stay in contact anymore. And, it's just the way life is. But 12% of people still have their best friend from elementary school. 67% of people polled say they are planning a staycation. We talked about this yesterday. And in fact, there's a lot of people that livelihood depends on vacations that are concerned about the idea that more and more people this summer are especially planning to stay at home. Now, you told me yesterday that you were planning on taking a cruise, and Las Vegas now is taking up for this summer. They are taking up a lesson they learned from the cruise industry. They're now offering at in Las Vegas a certain all-inclusive rooms and a vacation that you can pay for in advance for all-inclusive. That's one of the things that makes cruises so popular, is that you can pay for them in advance. Now, I don't have any desire to go to Las Vegas, but I thought this article was interesting. It's in Forbes magazine, and it's just another way of them trying to make themselves more available to tourism. They said that tourism has dropped already 7% to Las Vegas in the article, but they're trying to get prepared for the summer by providing some all-inclusive vacations there. So I don't know if you're headed out that way.
No, sir. Jason, if you're heading out that way, you can head on out of first. No, I'm just kidding.
The average woman spends 11 minutes a day blow drying their hair in the bathroom. I told you this was some useless information. There you go. A study found we blink almost 29,000 times a day. On average, men get a belt every 2 years. You get a belt every 2 years?
You know, it's funny. I think I do. My mother-in-law and my wife bought me some new belts.
Yeah, I think I do too, just because they wear out, 17 Big Macs are sold every second throughout the world, Rob. There you go. I mean, we're talking about some useless information here. Breathing through your nose boosts your memory by improving the transfer of information from the senses to the brain's storage network. Try it more often, Rob. Breathe through your nose.
Well, unless you're sitting next to somebody that ain't taking a bath.
Yeah. Then you just hold your breath. The average woman keeps the same hairstylist for 12 years.
I can see that one, yeah.
And I wanted to end on this. It's an interesting note from the sports page. The Astros are playing, and something already unique has happened just the other day. An Astros player swings and misses at 3 pitches and then walks on ball 3 as everyone forgets the count. This actually happened. This is not an April Fool's joke. The count was brought to 0-2, but there was a throwing error. So after the throwing error, the person at bat, who was Cam Smith, everybody in the whole stadium, I guess, lost track of the count. He swung on the second pitch, which was then a throwing error by the catcher. Came back, swings again and misses, and then eventually takes a walk.
Baseball is, you know what? It's very complicated. It seems simple, but baseball is the most complicated sport. And when I try to call it, you have to keep your own score sheet at the high school. You can't just keep up with. There's not a system there. Let me put it that way. There's not a score that's keeping up, even though there's one up in the booth. There's not digital access to this. And, man, if you mess up one little thing on your score sheet, it throws off everything. And that happened to me the other night with New Waverly. Is somehow all of a sudden there's another guy at bat, and I didn't catch that I guess there was a hit by pitch, even though it really didn't look like it touched him. I missed it. I turned away for 1 second. And Ty Stutler helps me with I was like, dude, what happened? He's like, I don't know, man. I'm confused. So on my score sheet, I have a big question mark next to that batter because I don't know what happened. And nobody else did either.
Well, I guess there's a big question mark at this game because he walked when he should have struck out. So There you go. All right, one last thing really quick. 6 habits from Real Simple magazine that helps you to reduce stress. I know you need this, Rob. Here's 6 habits to help you lose stress. Number 1, get sufficient sleep. Number 2, we talked about today, exercise regularly. That means walking, so sign up for this walk across Texas. Number 3, practice relaxation techniques. Number 4, learn what stresses you out. Number 5, find a hobby that makes you happy. You got any hobbies?
Oh, yeah.
All right, and number 6, nurture healthy relationships. It's always a good stress reliever. So there's some 6 things to help you relieve stress. And that will conclude, Rob, your daily dose of useless information.
All right, we'll be right back after this. Stay with us. More to come.
Hip here for Elliot's Jewelers. The new year is here, and what a better way to start out the new year than celebrating the moments that matter the most. And you can do that with Elliot's Jewelers here in Huntsville. Whether it's an engagement, an anniversary, a birthday, or maybe just a fresh start, Elliot hand selects every diamond, and he creates meaningful pieces that are designed just for you. There's no crowded showroom, no pressure, just personal attention and jewelry that tells your story. So again, start the new year with something timeless. It's Elliot's Jewelers here in Huntsville by appointment only. Book online at elliotsjewelers.com.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Are you ready for a better way to bank? Join Walker County Federal Credit Union today. As a member, you'll enjoy low-cost loans, no annual fees, and easy online access. We're not just a credit union. We're a community dedicated to your financial success. Experience friendly service tailored for just you. Why wait? Join us online at walkercountymfcu.com or drop by our location at 1802 Normal Park Drive, Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, this is Braylon. You are listening to Fear Radio. God bless you.
All right, welcome back. This is Jason Bay along with Rob Hipp. And as we conclude our program today, I want to end with some encouragement from the Word. Today, Rob, is Maundy Thursday. Maundy comes from the Latin term which means commandment. And we remember this day because it's the time when Jesus said to do a new commandment I give to you. Do this in remembrance of me. It's the day 2,000 years ago on this week that we celebrate the day that Jesus sat down with his disciples and celebrated that Last Supper. We're reminded that as Jesus entered into the room, he washed his disciples' feet first and foremost, and he showed them that to be great in the kingdom of God is first to be a servant, and how we are called to be servants to one another. And then the scripture says in Matthew 26, verse 17, on the first day of the festival of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Where do you want us to make preparations for you to eat the Passover?" And he replied, "Go into the city to a certain man and tell him the teacher says, my appointed time is near. I'm going to celebrate the Passover with my disciples at your house." So the disciples did as Jesus had directed them and prepared the Passover. When evening came, Jesus was reclining at the table with the 12. And while they were eating, he said, "Truly, I tell you, one of you will betray me." They were very sad and began to say to one another, "Surely you don't mean me, Lord." Jesus replied, "The one who has dipped his hand into the bowl with me will betray me. The Son of Man will go just as it is written about him, but woe to the man who betrays the Son of Man. It would be better for him if he had not been born." Then Judas, the one who would betray him, said, "Surely you don't mean me, Rabbi." And Jesus answered, "You have said so." And while they were eating, Jesus took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take, eat, this is my body." Then he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, saying, "Drink from it, all of you, for this is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins. I tell you, I will not drink from this fruit of the vine from now on until the day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom." And when they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. So on this day, 2,000 years ago, we're reminded on that last week of Jesus' life, on that Thursday, he celebrated the Lord's Supper, the Last Supper, with his disciples. And we're reminded that we too are to accept the Lord's Supper, to fellowship with the Lord and fellowship with one another, and then be reminded that there is a day coming when we will eat again in the kingdom of heaven, in the kingdom of God, whenever he returns for his own. And I always like to remind each and every person that while we sit around tables today, when we sit around tables this weekend, when we sit around tables throughout our lives, that sometimes there's empty places at those tables, those people we've lost along the way. But if they're a believer in Jesus Christ, there is a day when we will gather around the table once more. So we are to prepare for that day. We are to look forward to that day. We are to make our investments for that day. So I encourage you this Thursday, remember what the Lord has done, and remember what we are called to be in his kingdoms is servants. Thank you, Rob. It's good to be here today.
Yeah, well, amen. We want everybody to get plugged in this Easter. Many churches, 42 of them here in our community to get plugged into. We'll have a great service here at First on Sunday at 10:45. So come and be blessed, and don't allow, the enemy attacks us through the mind. And I already know somebody out there is thinking, well, I ain't been to church in a year. I ain't been to church in 10 years. If I come into the church, the lightning will strike. It will not. Yeah. God will bless you for showing up on Sunday.
Come and get plugged in. Amen.
Well, that will wrap it up today. Thank you to everybody for hanging out with us as we continue. We'll be back on tomorrow, so hang out with us here on Spirit 94.3. And also, have a blessed day, everyone, as I end every broadcast reminding you that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Have a blessed day, everyone.